Hey guys, welcome back to Broken Bobby's Transformation Page. If you are new to the channel, please give me a subscribe, hit that like button, drop a comment, and share this video. Today I'm going to talk about if you're going to prison, what to expect initially. Now, I'm not sure how long this is going to take to get through, so there may be a part 2, so I apologize in advance if we end up going there, but I'm going to kind of walk you through the process and what to expect. So if you know somebody going to prison, definitely share this video to them. It may help them. So initially, you're going to start in the county jail. You've been sentenced, you're waiting on the chain, and you're going to wait. For me, it was like 6 weeks waiting. And then finally, they call you to roll it up. You're catching the chain. Now, I came out of LA County, and the options for LA County are North Kern, Delano, Tehachapi, or Wasco. So I didn't really know what to expect. I ended up in Delano, North Kern. So they're gonna shackle you up and transfer your property with you and everything. You're gonna go on a long bus ride. Basically, it's gonna be minimum a couple of hours. I've heard some horror stories where people have spent like all day on the bus, and keep in mind you're shackled to the guy next to you with waist chains and leg chains, as well as restraints here. So yeah, long, uncomfortable ride. You're going to be very anxious to get off that bus by the time you arrive at your reception center. So initially, they're going to get you off the bus. They're going to give you a pep talk about how they don't put up with bullshit there and this and that and the other. And then they're going to bring you into what's called R&R. That's release and receiving. And this is, if you remember the other video I did about IRC in LA County, go back and check it out if you haven't seen it. It's like you're being processed in all over again. And they're going to put you in a holding tank, and basically they're going to run you through the process of what needs to be done. Someone's going to talk to you and ask you who you run with the woodpile. We really don't give any information when it comes to that stuff. So I just said I'm white, so they housed me with another white inmate, basically. Now, they're going to go through your property that came with you from the county, and they're going to, if it's something that's acceptable to come into that prison, then you will get it. It takes a while for your money to hit the books from the county. So that's something to keep in mind. They're going to, like your clothes and stuff, they're going to give you the option to pay to send them home, or they're going to be donated. And a lot of stuff is going to get thrown into a big trash bucket that's right there. So then you're going to be waiting in that holding cell, and the first question that you're probably going to hear is, are you active? What that means is, are you GP mainline? That is, you're still doing your thing. Now there's SNYs or PCs. SNY is sensitive needs yard. PC protective custody. They call it SNY now. But the hope is that you're going to land in a cell with other people like you. Like I was active mainline GP. So when you answer that question, if the person asking that question isn't what you are, then it's on. Luckily for me, everybody in the holding cell I was in was active. So, that worked out well. So once they finish with that entire process, then they're going to walk you to the building that you're going to be initially housed in, and you're going to be confined to quarters for about a week. And the reason they do that is they're doing their background check and all that stuff to make sure that, you know, you are suitable to be there. You know, some people parole from like SHU terms. SHU is secure housing unit. It's like total isolation, basically. So if you paroled from something like that or from ADSEG, then that's where they're gonna put you right there. They're not gonna put you out on a main line. So there's that part. Let's see. So you get to the building, and there's like a little patio area outside the building that's fenced off, and if you look up, you'll see bars, maybe about 10 or 12 feet up, and that's where the tower cop for the building is, the gunner. And he's going to drop a bucket down to you, and you're going to put your, I think they give you your ID by this point. You're going to put your ID in there, and then they put it on a board so that they know everybody that's in there and where they're at. So you pass that up, and they bring you into the building. And this is cell block housing at this point, because they have to figure out where you're suitable to live, and that's all based on a point system in the CDCR. I don't know exactly, like roughly 19 points or less, you are level 1, and then maybe it's 18 or under is level 1. 19 to 35 is a level 2, 34. 35 to 50 is a level 3, and 51 or over is level 4. So depending on a whole lot of things, your marital status, what skills you have, your education, the crimes you've committed, write-ups that you may have received in the county, all this stuff plays into where you're going to be housed. So, you know, while you're confined to quarters, they're figuring all of this stuff out. Now, okay, so now you're in the cell block to be housed, and your people basically are going to get you acquainted with what the rules are and everything. Like, not so much when you're confined to quarters, but some very nice people will get you acquainted with what's going on. Now, you have to present your paperwork, and your paperwork basically is the legal documents from your court case that's going to tell them why you are here, what your controlling case is, and anything you may have done in the past. Now, what they're looking for with paperwork is if you've had any funny crimes, like messing with kids, or forcibly having sex with somebody, like those kind of crimes are really frowned upon. And yeah, you'll get what you got coming if that's what's on there. So basically, that's where you're at now. You are, once they determine what's going on, you're going to be either permanently housed there. And keep in mind, in the initial confined to quarters area, that's a higher security. That's 3 and 4, level 3 and 4 inmates. So one thing you may want to keep in mind is you don't know who your cellie is going to be. These are 3 and 4 inmates. A lot of these guys might not even be going home. So the last thing you want to do is go in there complaining, oh, I got 16 months. I've heard stories where people have been killed for harping on their little 16-month, 2-year sentence. And yeah, it's not something you want to do, you know? Like, it's probably going to come up, how long do you have? But, you know, try to minimize that. So for me, once I was done with confined to quarters, they sent me to the lower level, which is dorm living. And that's like levels 1 through 3, basically, on that side. Now, that's not to say that people don't slip through the cracks and that there aren't some stone cold killers on that side as well. But generally, that's what you're going to get on that side. So, you know what? It looks like we're going to have to do a part 2 to this. So, like I said, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Drop a comment if you've been to prison and what your initial experience was like. And give me a like if you liked the video, and share this video, please. So we'll pick it back up with a part 2 shortly.